A very good afternoon, my dear students. Yes, we will complete this chapter with the last concept of Vice President, his qualifications for the elections, and what is the procedure of election. Almost same procedure as the election for the President, even Vice President is also same. And oath of office, term of office, as well as his powers and functions we will discuss. Yes, Vice President, his qualifications for the election as well as election procedure we will discuss. Article 63 stipulated that there shall be a Vice President of India. And what are the qualifications required to be for the Vice President of India? A person shall be eligible for election as a Vice President if he is a citizen of India. Next qualification, almost all are equal as the President of India, my dear students. Only one change is there. Here the third qualification. First both are same. He is a citizen of India and he has to be completed the age of 35 years and is qualified for election as a member of the Council of States. There the President has to be qualified for election as a member of the Lok Sabha. Here the difference is he is qualified for election as a member of the Council of States. Only this third qualification there is change. Next, it's not required. The second point, who is not eligible for election is not required. Now, election procedure, the same procedure, an electoral college consisting of members of both houses of the parliament elects vice president. What do you understand the difference between the electoral college of vice president and vice president? Can you recall the electoral college of the president? Both the elected members of the both houses of the parliament and the elected members of the elected members of the state legislative assemblies can participate in the election of the president. But in case of the election of vice president, only the both houses of the parliament, both the members of the both houses of the parliament elects the vice president. The election is held in accordance with the system of proportional representation by means of the single transferable vote system, as I have explained in case of president. The voting at such an election is by secret ballot. Same procedure. Each nomination paper should be proposed by at least 20 electors and another 20 electors should second the name. Earlier the requirements was 5 properties and 5 seconders. It's not much more important, my dear. Only the qualifications for the eligible who are eligible for the qualification of election of vice president, and as well as what is the composition of electoral college of vice president. There is a difference between president, vice president electoral college. There to elect the president, the both houses of the elected members of the both houses of the parliament and as well as elected members of the state legislative assemblies can participate in the election of president. On the other hand, in the election of vice president, only the elected members of the both houses of the parliament. Here there is no involvement of the state legislative assemblies. Members of state legislative assemblies are not involved. Next, oath of office. Before entering upon his office, the vice president takes an oath before the president on his behalf or to him. Okay, that is same thing. He will take the oath. He will bear true faith and allegiance to Constitution of India and faithfully discharge his duties. Next, term of office. In the same way, the vice president shall hold office for a term of 5 years from the date on which he enters upon his office. He may be writing address to the president to resign his office. Such resignation will be communicated by the president to the speaker of the Lok Sabha. It is opposite of president, please note down. Okay. Then he may, for the violation of the constitution, be removed from the office by the process of impeachment. The procedure same, impeachment. He shall continue to hold office notwithstanding the expiry of his term until his successor enters upon his office. This is the with regarding the oath of office as well as term of office of the vice president. Next, powers and functions of the vice president are as follows. He acts as the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. Already we have discussed in the first lesson, the chairman of the Rajya Sabha is none other than the vice president. The vice president of the Indian Union acts as the ex-officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. So the vice president or the chairman of the Rajya Sabha does not belong to a member of the Rajya Sabha. Unlike the speaker of Lok Sabha, the speaker of the Lok Sabha is a member of amongst the members of newly elected members of Lok Sabha. But here the vice president also acts as the ex-officio chairman of the Rajya Sabha. In this capacity, he regulates debates and proceedings of the House and declares the order of the speeches. Decides the order of the speeches. Same. He maintains the order, discipline, and he regulates the debates and proceedings of the House, etc. He decides the admissibility of a resolution or of questions. He may suspend or adjourn the business of the House in case of a grave disorder. He issues directions to the chairman of various committees in all matters relating to their working. These are all as a chairman of Rajya Sabha, which he can function, as he can function. The vice president gets no salary as vice president. Whatever he is paid to him is only in the capacity of the chairman of the Rajya Sabha only. He does not get any extra salary as the vice president of India. Only whatever is paid to him as a chairman of Rajya Sabha will be paid. In his absence, the deputy chairman, who is elected by the members of the Rajya Sabha, heads the Rajya Sabha. What is the difference between the chairman and deputy chairman? Chairman is not a member of the elected members of Rajya Sabha, but deputy chairman is one of the member of the elected members of the Rajya Sabha. Chairman is none other than the vice president, also acts as the chairman of Rajya Sabha. Got it, my dear students? Next, so other functions. Taking over as the president. The vice president takes over the office of the president under the following situations. In case of death of the president and resignation of the president, removal of the president, or when the president is unable to discharge his functions owing to absence, illness, or any other causes. In the event of the president's death, resignation, or removal, the vice president acts as the president and enters upon his office until a new president is elected. This is unlike the vice president of the USA, who becomes the president for the remaining term of the office. So in USA, the vice president becomes as the president until the term of the continuation of the president's period. If sudden death of the president, the vice president becomes as the president. But here in our India, just he will act as a president until new president is elected. These are the powers and functions of the vice president.